Hello everyone, welcome to this video of SR Academy. So today we are going to discuss on a very interesting topic and which you might have heard of. So nowadays you might have heard of a lot of stuff going on around AI taking jobs of engineers. Okay, so today we will discuss around that and let's try to understand like what is actually happening in the job market. I'm currently working as a DevOps engineer and I have total of 9 years of experience in the IT industry. And I have worked across multiple domains and multiple teams where I've started as a data engineer and now I have transitioned into DevOps. So I have observed the market in the very initial years when there was no AI. And I have been observing the IT industry in the recent times as well with the where we are witnessing the advent of LLMs and AI. So I will try to tell you guys my perspective about what is happening in the IT industry currently so that you can, you know, get an idea of exactly how to prepare for the future that is coming. So we are constantly listening about the progress made in the AI field and how they can affect the IT industry in our country. Okay, so to understand this topic, let's just take an example of a business outcome, and using that example we will try to understand the like how the things were happening in an earlier era, in an earlier age, and now how the things are happening in the age of AI and LLMs. So let's take a business outcome. So consider that you are a large MNC. Okay, you are a large multinational company and you want to achieve a business outcome where you want to design a mobile application for your users. So the senior management in your company has decided that they want to, you know, make the user experience better for your company, and they decide to create a mobile application for users. Okay. So nowadays all the companies almost have their mobile applications. So this might sound an old idea to you, but just try to understand what I'm trying to explain here using this example. Okay. Sorry. So our idea is clear. You are a large multinational company and the senior management has decided to go for an application creation to make user experience better for your customers. Okay. So now let's see like what used to happen in the traditional era of software development that everyone has been following till now. Okay. So what used to happen? A delivery manager used to get assigned where he used to manage everything, right from timelines to budget to resources. Okay. Teams were large. There were a lot of freshers, mid senior level experienced people in the team. Okay. And each person used to get a fraction of a task out of the main business outcome that is to be achieved. So in our case, our main business outcome is creation of application. So that involves front end, that involves back end, that involves database. Okay. Database and every connectivity in between these three. Okay. So each person used to get assigned their individual tasks, be it fresher or be it other team members. And then they used to have a sprint based approach where the teams used to try to achieve that outcome in a particular sprint. And when the task used to get assigned, everyone had to start from scratch depending on what language is to be used, what architecture is to be followed, what libraries can we use. So overall, main focus was always syntax based to start with. Okay, so once this everything was finalized, then actual coding used to take place, and the the very focus of the team members at the start was on the actual syntax, actual code part. Okay, and the outlook for whole business outcome was very less, or it was limited to very less number of people, like the delivery manager himself or other senior members of the team. Okay, the freshers usually used to have very uh, less visibility or less exposure to the business outcome as a whole, or a end-to-end process as a whole. Okay, then slowly these things used to take place, and you as a fresher used to slowly learn with experience, and then used to move to a higher roles. Okay, so if you look at this from a fresher's perspective, three things used to happen. The tasks, I'm sorry, the tasks used to get assigned to you. Okay, you were more worried about the syntax and the code, and you were less worried about the actual business outcome. Okay, and slowly as you gained experience, you used to move to a higher roles. So this is what used to happen in a traditional era. Now let's move on to a current era where we are progressing with the use of AIs and LLMs. So what is happening now? Okay, so if we compare step by step to the previous traditional era, the very basic step where the tasks were assigned, then used to decide on the syntax, on the architecture. So now that everything has become very fast due to the use of LLMs. Okay, LLMs are trained on a very large set of data, so it's very hard to compete against LLMs, and they provide roughly good output at this stage. Okay, so the only main thing that you should know is how to give it a correct prompt. The prompt is the key in the age of LLMs. So you give a prompt, and then you are getting ready-made for prototype and architecture for your product. Okay, and what this has caused is it has led to an increased boot up speed. Okay, and a fewer and a versatile staff is now required. Okay, so let's say initially one member used to handle front end, and another used to handle back end. But now, if you can give an appropriate prompt to the LLM, the LLM can give you the required code almost immediately, and a single person can handle both. Okay, so what is happening now is we are seeing a shift from syntax based approach to a more business outcome focus. Okay, so now you are getting the code ready made. Your main focus should be on how I can use the given code to improve the user experience or the business outcome. So this should be your main focus. And as an overall result of this, the companies are now expecting a faster shipping speed of your code. Okay, and to do this, okay, you are getting code, you are focusing on business outcome. So to achieve this very conveniently, you should know how to join the pieces of the code that you're getting. Okay, so let's say you want to achieve a particular user experience. For that, you give various prompt, and you get various piece of codes like A, B, and C from the LLMs instantly. So you must know how to club these pieces together, so that at the end the user is happy or the required business outcome is achieved. Okay, so overall, more focus is now on business and shipping the code faster. Okay, because the coding part is largely handled by LLMs. So this is the shift that I have personally seen in the IT industry. To share my personal experience, I was assigned a task in my company to create a cloud formation template for a particular use case. And earlier, when the LLMs were not there, the creation of cloud formation templates used to easily take 1 to 2 days. So was it difficult to create the templates? No, it used to take 1 to 2 days because the syntax was pretty complex to create the CFTs. Now I just used the Claude model and I just gave the correct prompts and everything was done within 3 hours. Okay. And what I did was I just handled the edge cases and I just made sure that whatever output was given was working as per my requirements. Okay. So as you can see, my work as an engineer has shifted from knowing the CFT of knowing the syntax of CFTs to making sure that whatever the code is given by the LLMs is useful to achieve my business requirement. Okay. So now with this shift happening, what you as an experienced person already in the IT industry can do, or what you as a fresher who is yet to join the IT workforce can do. So let's take a look at that. If you are already an experienced person who is already a part of the IT workforce, these are certain strategies that you can start adopting so that you stay relevant in this age of AI. You need to start taking end-to-end ownership of the product. Okay. You must know how your pieces of code provided by LLMs will fit in place with each other and how your end user would be happy. Okay. You should be responsible and answerable to achieve this end user goal. Okay. When senior management, so going forward, senior management is going to ask you that, okay, is my business outcome achieved? You should be able to answer it. So taking ownership is one thing that you can do or you must do. Second one is shift on to fail fast approach. You know what does this mean is give a prompt, take an output, see if it works. If not, again modify your prompt, take an output, see if it works. If not, again give a prompt, take an output, see if it works. Okay, so this is what fail fast approach is. Then again, which I have been repeating again and again, focus on creating business value, efficiency. For example, make use of LLMs to see how you can make your processes more cost effective or more user friendly or more developer friendly. If you could save any of the cost for your company, you will be in, high demand roles going forward. Then to achieve all this, use LLMs to your advantage. Okay. Don't compete with LLMs because that is a highly impossible thing to do now because LLMs are trained on large data and the more you use LLMs, the more they keep on learning and the more they will keep on improving themselves. So use LLM strategically And one most important thing, that verify every line that the LLM suggests you. Okay. So as you become senior and senior, and the more you get the experience and knowledge of the code, you will know how to debug the code that LLM has given you. Okay. And most important, you must know each line of your code that you are shipping into production. Not knowing your suggested code is extremely dangerous. Okay. It can lead to various production downtimes or various financial losses for your company and bad user experience as well. Okay. So these are the things that you can do as an experienced working professional to stay relevant in the age of LLMs. Take end-to-end ownership, shift on to fail fast approach, prioritize business outcome or cost effectiveness, use LLMs to your advantage, and know each and every line that you're shipping into production. Okay. Now what you as a fresher must do so that you're relevant in this age. First, deep dive into fundamentals. Make sure your fundamentals are strong. Fundamentals like DSA, system design, and operating systems. Okay. The reason for this is, when you will use LLMs for your advantage, you must know what your LLM is trying to suggest you. Okay. If you feel that the output is not as per what you are asking for, you can keep on modifying your prompts and you can finally get an output that is optimum in DSA, system design, and operating system fundamentals. Second, learn the art of prompting. Okay. If you have a friend in the form of LLMs to be used, then learn its language, learn the way he understands, and that is through prompt. That is through prompt. Okay. Keep on refining this art so that going forward you get your desired output in the very first prompt. Okay. Third, correlate your code logic with business outcomes. Let's say you implement a project where you have used LLMs. So when going for an interview and when you're trying to explain the project, try to correlate your logic with the business outcome. Don't say that I have done this, and this. Just try to say that I was trying to achieve this business outcome, so I have done this. Okay, so that way, what you will portray is your understanding of logic, coding, as well as the business outcome. Okay, fourth point again, use LLMs to your advantage. Don't try to compete with it, use it as a friend. So to conclude this, today's video, I won't say that AI will take your job, but what I will say is AI is creating, sorry, what I will say is, sorry, I will say that AI is creating a shift in the jobs. Okay. It is creating a rapid shift in the skill expectation. As I told you, we are moving from syntax focus to prompting, architecture, business and ownership, business alignment and ownership. Okay. So this is the rapid shift that is happening in the industry. And due to this, new jobs will get created focusing on these skill sets. Okay. Which would be AI integration engineer, product owner, prompt architect. Okay. And jobs on that line. Third one, and very important, repetitive work will become obsolete. If you are an experienced professional whose work lies on this repetitive task, then you better start upgrading yourself, because today or tomorrow these tasks are gonna get obsolete and they're gonna get automated using AIs. And fourth, the human touch matters more than ever now. Even though you have LLMs, you have AI agents that are giving you code at the blink of an eye, we need humans to be in the loop, okay, to review it and to keep it on track. Okay, you cannot give everything in the hands of AI agents. We will still need humans in the loop. But which humans? The humans with the latest skill sets. Okay, not the ones in the having traditional era skill sets. Okay, so finally, I won't say the world is gonna be AI versus you. It is more gonna be of AI with you. This is not this, this is this. The ones who start using this are the ones who are gonna stay relevant in the coming age of the IT disruption that is happening with AI and LLMs. Okay, so I hope this video was useful for you, and I hope you at least learned something from this video. If you want me to cover anything other topics in detail, let me know in the comment section. And you can also reach out to me on my Telegram channel SR Academy Pune. Okay, and keep upscaling, keep learning, and keep growing. And see you in the next video. Bye.